And every single day,
the more enemies we kill.
We're spending trillions and trillions of dollars.
You know, people say, all right, this is your fault.
It's not your fault.
All I know is you're not selling anything.
The Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
Welcome back to Sean's show. Our top story this week, it's the photo that the whole world is talking about. The whole world was stunned by this photo, and I think it's going to go down in the history books as a kind of pivotal moment in American history. Of course, I'm talking about the mugshot of Finesse 2 Times, a Memphis rapper who was arrested this week, Josh.
Oh. I thought you were talking about Donald J. Trump.
Nope. Finesse 2 Times. He was arrested on outstanding warrants. This is the big story. This is the big story. Finesse 2. You don't know Finesse 2 Times?
Could you sing maybe one of his songs?
I don't actually know any of his music.
Oh. Could you read all his lyrics out loud?
Let's before I get to his art, which is important, I just want to talk about the political aristocracy that is being weaponized by the left to take down Finesse 2 Times. He had some warrants in 2018. And it's on some bullshit. It was on some bullshit. Mm-hmm. And I actually have a quote I want to read from him real quick. Obviously, this is the mugshot that everyone's talking about this week. I was shocked to see it. Mm-hmm. Here's a little quote from Finesse 2 Times. These folks won't let me be great. I could do his accent, but I won't.
Yeah.
Just came, locked me up. And this is verbatim. I'm not changing the word. These folks won't let me be great. Just came locking me up for a warrant in 2018. Unamused emoji face. Man face palming emoji. This is a tweet or an Instagram story. I'll be back. 100 emoji. He wrote. What don't break N-word, make N-word. I'm outnumbered. Got against the feds and the ops. Was that, Josh, do you think that was Donald Trump saying that, or do you think that was Finesse 2 Times?
I think that was Sean saying that.
That was my impression of a fake rapper that I made up. No, I'm just kidding. It's a real rapper. He's a real guy. And I hope he sees this. No, my point is, yeah, the mugshot. Trump has a mugshot. I don't give a fuck. It's cringe. It's cringe to talk about the mugshot. If the mugshot of Trump makes you feel any emotions, then you're a pussy. You're a beta pussy, and you have nothing going on with your life.
Okay, can I play devil's advocate?
Yes.
Okay. What if this is the beginning of a villain origin story for Trump? You know what I mean? Like, he becomes like full Trump. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean by full Trump?
Like even cooler? Like even more than he was? How can he get any cooler? Okay, you mean like an actual like tyrant, like an actual like power,
like Biff from Back to the Future? Just because I'm stupid and I know no other reference.
Yeah, or dare I say Hitler?
No, I don't think it goes that far.
I don't think Trump could commit genocide.
No, he could, but not. I don't think it goes by race. I think it goes by like not class, but like, oh, I don't like you shop at this place, and now all of you are gone.
Like liberal, like the left, maybe like political lines almost.
Or here's the other thing. What if? Because I've always said, you know how? Have you ever heard the thing? You're gonna love this in Marvel. With Thanos,
yeah,
he's actually the good guy.
Yeah,
you've heard that before, correct? Yeah, and you know why, right?
Because he's like cleansing the world. It's like climate change.
No, it's like they have the Eternals, and they are like the planets are like eggs for them. So when they get to enough population, they absorb all of the energy, and then they break through the planet. So apparently Thanos is trying to make that not happen, saving a lot of people by killing half of the people.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
What if Bill Gates and all of that are just trying to save us? What if they're Thanos?
Well, I mean, in a lot of ways, that's what America. I mean, that's what the fucking nuking Hiroshima and Nagasaki was. I've been really thinking about so you're saying Trump could be like doing a genocide to save lives?
What if Trump? No, I'm saying what if Trump and Elon Musk, who people are like, oh, they're heroes. No. They don't care about us. They want us. They want the egg to crack. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. and Bill Gates and the World Health Organization, and the IMF,
Yeah.
and George Soros, they really know what's going to happen, and they're like, I want to save.
And Sean Riley.
And Sean Riley, and what's that stock called?
Palantir.
And Palantir,
Which is up today, but I guess it's on a weekly basis, so
it looks down. From
it's
last
it's
time I
down.
saw
It is down.
Okay, I
It's
was
like
gonna
fist and
say.
flat.
So again, maybe we're just thinking of this wrong. Maybe the whole time, Bill Gates, George Soros, the World Health Organization, they're all the good guys, and we're too stupid.
I mean, I actually think that. I actually really like what Bill Gates is doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be real. Like, I want to own farmland. I want to own the means of production. I want to. If people want corn, I'd like to own the corn. You know, when the world falls apart. But no, I don't know, man. I mean, as far as Trump being this is the beginning of his villain origin story. You know, my point is, I think just getting fixated on it either way is cringe. It's cringe. It's like, come on, like. I guess it's okay. I have to read you this, Josh. This is this is why I think it's cringe. Let me read you a quote from all of these like journalists that are like talking about the mugshot.
Mm-hmm. It's another distraction. There's a bunch of banks that are about to fail. So,
Exactly. Exactly, dude. It's like
it always comes down to money.
Where are these quotes?
Is it on the Google?
I was looking for it on the. I swear to God, I put these quotes. Oh, I got them right here. You can just leave the logo up. Okay. Here's why I think really like being very emotional about this mugshot is cringe. Listen to this quote. Here's one of the journalists that reacted. Quote: "It will be forever part of the iconography of being alive in this time," said Marty Kaplan, a professor at USC Annenberg School of Communications. Let me read that again, just so you don't miss it. On the Trump mugshot, here's what a professor said. "It will be forever part of the iconography of being alive in this time." Hey, I don't give a fuck about the mugshot. And if you're like getting your dick wet or your pussy wet seeing this mugshot and you're like super excited about it, you're like, finally, the mugshot. It's like, hey, you're still broke. You're still a broke bitch. You suck. You shop at Ralph's. You're still a loser. Trump having a mugshot doesn't make you richer, doesn't make you thinner, it doesn't make you cooler, doesn't make your life any better. And people, it's like a heroin needle. It's like that for the left, and for the right, they've weaponized it. I mean, like they've like tried to get ahead of it. You know, like they'll be like, you know who else? Oh yeah, so what? Trump has a mugshot. You know who else had a mugshot? Martin Luther King Jr. That comparison is hilarious. You know who else?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know who else had a mugshot?
Manson
Finesse 2 times.
I had a mugshot.
I feel more bad for Finesse 2 times than Donald Trump. Finesse 2 times. Free my man Finesse 2 times.
Is compared to Nixon, is this above Nixon or below? Like as far as
it does, this mugshot is a blip. It's not even on my radar. You know what's more important than this Trump mugshot, Josh?
What?
The new movie, Blue Jewel, Mexican Blue
Blue Beetle.
yeah. Mexican Blue Boy,
Mexican Iron Man. Yeah.
Mexican Iron Man. I haven't seen it, but
I haven't seen it either. You know what's so fucked up? I'm not even like finally one. I'm just like I don't give a shit
about
because I never read Blue Beetle. So
yeah. What do you? I mean, it's funny. It's like obviously like it's the oldest. Not old. I mean, it's just the next chapter of this story that's in Hollywood, and depending on your political persuasion, it's either annoying or it's cool. But you know, it's representation in Hollywood. It's putting more like I like it. You know,
hey,
let's have more.
We all get a Spider-Man now. That's fucking dope.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's like But I argued a lot of quotes from journalists on this mugshot. I think they're just fucking losers.
Well, they have to write something that's gonna get people to click on their article. You know what I mean? And you're reading about it, so.
And I am putting them. Yeah, I am. Mark, you're right. You're right.
So it worked.
We'll get to give up. That's the show, guys.
People are making T-shirts out of it.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like free Trump T-shirts.
Not free Trump T-shirts, like like a meme. You know what I mean? It's just, but people are wearing it on a T-shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh, and people are like
They're making it
endlessly. They're like remixing it, right? Adding
Yeah.
I would. I mean, I would buy like a Trump mugshot. I'd buy like a Trump mugshot with like a psychedelic Trump mugshot.
Yeah.
Like Trump on shrooms in jail. That's fucking cool. Like,
I don't think he doesn't do any drugs, not even alcohol.
He does Ozempic and Diet Coke.
Is he on Ozempic?
Like, I bet he is. No. He might be too old. Here's another mugshot quote. There's a power to this still image, which is inarguable, said Mitchell Steffens, a professor at NYU who has written a book about the place imagery holds in modern society and how it is supplanting the world. I'm sorry, that's gay. That's just gay. And not like it's just gay. Here's another one, Josh, about the mugshot. It kind of freezes a moment. Should I read it like this is actually the same guy, Stevens?
Yeah.
Should I read it like he actually probably talks?
Yeah.
It kind of freezes a moment. And in this case, it's freezing an unhappy moment for Donald Trump, Stevens said. And it's not something, is this racist?
Why? Why would it be racist?
It sounds like, am I like doing like racist, like Jewish caricature?
That, you know what? Now,
Or is that,
I feel racist for not knowing that was Jewish.
I don't even know if it is. Okay, but we'll keep going.
That means I don't know enough Jewish people. That's what I feel like.
Yeah. Well, this is like who's that character that talks like that? I don't know.
I have no idea.
It's a comic.
Godfrey.
Godfrey. Yeah, I'm doing God.
Rest in peace.
And it's not rest in piss. Fuck Godfrey. No, I'm kidding. Joking. He was funny. He died anyway.
Bob Barker died.
And it's not something he can click away. It's not something he can brush off. That moment is going to live on. And it's entirely possible. Dude, he did the Joe Rogan. He did a Joe Rogan in his mugshot quote. And it's entirely possible that will end up as the image that his history preserves of this man. It's just...
He turned Southern at the end.
Yeah. Should I read it? Actually, that'd be funny. Let's read these liberal journalist quotes as Southern rural losers.
Okay.
It will... when it comes to the Trump mugshot, it will be forever part of the iconography of being alive in this time. Hi, I'm Marty Kaplan, a professor at the University of Southern California, Annenberg School of Communications. That wasn't that fun.
Wait, did it? Was that what was really written?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It freezes a moment, and in this case, it's freezing an unhappy moment for Donald Trump, and it's not something he can click away. It's not something he can brush off. Now, that moment is going to live on. And it's entirely possible that I will drive the black people out of my community tonight. All right. I just think, I don't want to belabor the point forever, but again, the mugshot is the next chapter in his life and his career.
But it's scary though, because it's like, okay, 50 years from now, well, regardless who wins, what the history's written, that mugshot says only two things. One, this was the evil man, and we finally got him. And you look at the mugshot, and that's what they teach in history, and it's like, oh my God, it was the first evil president. Or this is when the president came back and got him, and you know what I mean? Like the way we look at George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like,
dude,
at the time, those people were not like, oh, look, this is, no, they want to put those people in prison, you know? So who wins and how is history written?
Those are all great questions. Another great question is, who's our sponsor for today? I'm kidding. No, so when you think about, you think about like, I don't know if we talked about this on the first episode, but when you really think about like, and then this is a Republican talking point, kind of, but it's not really left and right. Like I think that's a simplification of what this is. It's really about the law and who wields the law, right? What is a crime? What is a criminal offense? And who who decides who's charged with crimes. And and when you look at like, and how does, and in my opinion, whoever controls a lot of wealth can purchase can purchase violence. They can purchase force. That's what the founding fathers did. The founding fathers went to America, and they had basically I guess you could call it a paramilitary fucking squad, right? Like they brought a fucking community and they brought weapons and stuff, and they started to they colonized America, and because they had the weapons and they had the food and they had they
didn't have food.
The people. Well, they stole the food. They didn't have food?
No, they had the people had to teach them how to.
Is that a myth?
Natives had to teach
Is that a
them.
myth or is that a real thing?
That's what I learned.
That's the Thanksgiving is, right?
Well, no, not necessarily Thanksgiving. It's just like
Agriculture,
how to grow crops in that land. And
Yeah.
you'd have to put fish underneath like the dirt, and that would help. Like I don't know what.
Yeah, they're like teaching the settlers, and they're like, and you put the seeds out when the sun is high in the sky, and then they're like, thanks, wolf man.
Well, I don't think they did it. What I learned was I don't think they did it because they're like, we're noble people and we want to help you. It was just like, we don't want you starving and coming after us, so we're gonna teach you how to do it, you dumbass.
Yeah, that was definitely a strategic misstep on the part of the Native Americans to help. Well, it's like, were they kind? I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's hard for
some weren't.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely a gray area. Like it is funny to think about like the watered down version of the founding of America we get, where it's like it really is propaganda, and I think all media is propaganda. Even this show is propaganda for
like the Spaniards.
me and
The tribes around the Aztecs helped the Spaniards because they were the ones being sacrificed. You know what I mean? They were the ones being taken advantage of.
Right. Like there was
I mean, in the end, everybody was fucked.
Yeah.
Except the Spaniards. But
yeah.
it was like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
The Spaniards were doing the fucking, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, when you look at like, I think, like the founding, I think it's funny, like when you look at history, because it's like everyone's so pro-America, and I'm not anti-American, but when you look at the founding of America, let's put ourselves in the UK. Let's put ourselves in Britain when America was being founded. I'm positive that they were portrayed in the media at that time. At that time, as
Taliban,
the terrorists.
Yep.
Worse than terrorists.
Yeah, because they were shooting the whatever generals or captains, and they weren't doing war right.
Yeah. Right. And so, but ultimately, and now we look back at that and we're like, wow, they were fighting. The founding fathers were rebelling righteously. They're freedom fighters. They're righteously rebelling against an evil empire, which was at the time Great Britain, the monarchy. But
didn't the Viet Cong do that or something?
Against America?
Oh, I guess the empire.
Or wait, which one were you referring?
When Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we were the evil empire.
Yeah. Literally. Or I mean, that's a different example, I think, because we were in their country.
Correct.
But with the founding fathers, it was like, I think the founding fathers were a bunch of wealthy elites that wanted to pay a lower tax rate. So they went to another geography where they could overthrow they could, exert their force.
Born in America?
I don't know. That's actually a good question.
I don't think a lot of them came.
Weren't they like a lot of them like, didn't they all immigrate? Or were they like the second generation of?
I think there were a few generations.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because colonization was happening.
That was 1600s.
Wasn't great.
And then
wasn't it a British colony for a while?
Yeah, for a long while.
And then they seceded.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so good. I'm all wrong.
He was born in Virginia
Wow.
in 1732.
Well, it's time to rewrite history.
Sorry to be mad.
But anyway, the point of all that is that, like, you know, yeah, you're right. I think it's fun to speculate on what history will look back. It's fun to speculate and say, like, oh, what will history think of the mugshot in 50 years? But ultimately, again, I just think that, like,
It's gonna be in history books for sure.
it'll be in the history books, but, like, I care more about rap. I care more about hip hop. I care more about Lizzo. I care more about Drake. I don't care about Donald Trump. I care more about I care more about Versace.
And being a Swiftie.
And Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Is Taylor Swift in jail? No, she's my god. But anyway, let's oh, hey, I just got accepted into a comedy festival.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Congratulations.
Give it up for me, guys. Okay. Okay, let's actually move on to our real story here. You guys are gonna fucking love this. I had a blast watching this. This is the absolute fucking. And Josh, you know how I said this will be a show where we don't react to TikToks? This show is exclusively going to be a show where we react to TikToks.
Okay.
Ooh, what's this? Taylor Swift, daughter of Satan? What the fuck?
This is Zena LeVay. Was
Anton LaVey's daughter?
I don't know, but they're saying that that's Taylor Swift's mom.
I thought. I mean, I was already super attracted to Taylor Swift, but now that she's the daughter of Satan, I want to fuck her so bad. Is that gross? Sorry, I love Taylor. I want to take her on a date. Relax, it's a fucking comedy show. Xena Shrek. Damn, Xena LeVay is a babe. God damn.
Yeah. Anyway.
Is that her in her youth?
Yes. This is her in the 90s.
And people are saying that is Taylor Swift's mom?
Yeah, that she was, or some even say clone. That's the clone.
Jeez. Josh, you've been on 4chan this week, dude. And the World Health Organization and Taylor Swift is Satan's daughter. That's so crazy, dude. I feel like Taylor. I mean, hey, Josh, have you seen her? Have you seen her live performances lately?
Yeah,
lots of pride,
Seances.
lots of pride,
which,
as we know, God does not like.
I thought it was a seance. How do you spell seance?
Seance. Does she do seances?
Oh, in the what's it called?
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
In the concert.
In her most recent
Oh. I don't know. This is one of the.
Here, start it over. I'll just read the text.
All right.
So if you're just listening, this is at the Eras tour.
Yeah, this is her most recent tour.
Okay, beautiful. Let's take a look at this.
You want me to play the video? Show the video or no?
Yeah, show the video, but I'll read. Could you just start it over? I'll read the captions here. So this is the Taylor Swift at the Eras tour. In her most recent concert, Taylor Swift is performing witchcraft, and it's going to raise controversy. So it's like if you're just listening, it's a image of her, and there's a bunch of like cloaked people around, and they're in the forest. Oh, and some fire, and some smoke. You know, this is actually all of Lizzo's background dancers. They got rehired to do witchcraft with Taylor Swift. Isn't that awesome? That's cool. I'm kind of happy for Taylor Swift. What if Taylor Swift went up to like Lizzo's fired background dancers, and she was like, "So I heard about you getting fired." She pulls out like a knife. She's like, cuts her hand. She's like, "How'd you like a new job?" Smears her blood all over fucking. And they're like, "Yes, Queen, slay. Yes, Queen."
All right. Let's say a famous comedian, and he has a big nice club, and he's just like, "You're gonna headline whenever you want here, and you're gonna tour."
Okay.
And then he does that, and he cuts his hand.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come here, Sean." Right. And he goes to touch your face. What are you doing?
I mean, I already am good friends with Chris D'Elia, so.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't own a club though.
Yeah.
Dude, I would shake his fucking hand. Are you kidding me? Do I have to cut my hand?
I'm sure there's something that you have to do that's gonna either hurt or be very shameful.
I would cut. I mean, no, there's actually not much I would sacrifice to for career opportunity, other than my grandfather's inheritance,
Jeez.
which is almost gone. Guys, before we get to the next story, please subscribe to the Patreon because I need money. I know you're all poor broke fucks, but I'm telling you, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. That's a Nickelback song, right?
I think so.
Miss me when I'm gone. Okay, let's get to the main story here. Scroll down, Josh. So it's Burning Man right now, and a lot of my friends are at Burning Man. Do you know anyone?
Burning or Burning Man?
It's Burning Man.
Oh, okay, I thought it was like a festival for Bernie Sanders.
Burning Man. Actually, the effigy of the man that they burn at Burning Man is Bernie Sanders. Yeah,
that's cool.
But it's a tribute to him.
Yeah,
I love watching just watching all the like mayhem that goes on at Burning Man, because Burning Man, everyone that goes to Burning Man is either like actually poor and like blows their last dime getting there and just gets parties and gets crazy, and it's like the ultra rich that like fly in on private jets and they have like a whole tent to themselves.
Yeah, remember we saw the sex group.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, on the old show that we won't name anymore. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
It was a show that was very popular. It was called The Joe Rogan Experience, but we don't talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. It was the Thoughtless Experiment, and it was a lot of fun. Nevada. So this year we have a video. It's already kicking off strong. So the local police have they're basically here. Let me set it up. There were some protesters that were protesting single-use plastic at Burning Man, and they were protesting the use of private jets to fly into Black Rock City by these celebrities because it's really pollutive. So these are climate change activists, and they were blocking the road into Burning Man. And the video you're about to hear and or watch is a video of the local Nevada police ramming their truck through the Burning Man protesters, which we will watch now. Go ahead, Josh. So the truck's coming back. The cop's getting out. Draws a gun on the woman. She should be on Ozempic. This other lady's screaming, "We're not violent. We're not violent." That's actually my ex-girlfriend. Dude, he's George Floyding her. So if you're just listening, it's these cops. They're arresting all these motherfuckers. And they didn't... Yeah, they're trespassing. But they came in hot, dude. They came in fucking hot. Just because they're blocking a road.
Well, because that's like a lot of money for them. And somebody big
Great
came
segue.
and said, like, hey, I like this dude.
Which one? This guy
Yeah,
walking?
the big guy.
Yeah, big guy. Yeah.
Hey, everything's over here. It's cool.
And he like throws their flags. So
your flag, bro. I don't know why he sounds like that. I'm gonna take all your shit, bro.
Hell.
You don't even fucking belong here, bro.
No, it's man, you fucking pussies. This could be Laredo.
Yeah,
It could be Laredo.
Very close.
Anyway, you can pause the video. So,
Oh, is he gonna hit the old lady?
oh shit, is there more?
I'm gonna throw you on the floor right now. Damn.
Ugh. Yeah, they arrest him. It's okay. I before we talk about it, I want to play it one more time from the beginning if you could just cut back and play the beginning one more time, like the very beginning, because it's hard to you see catch the end of it. Look at this truck. He's like runs over their fucking property, dude. And you can pause it. It's okay. And you know, you might look at that video and you might think, oh my God, a bunch of cops like running over a bunch of protesters and signs. That's fucked up. And look, I get that like the first, my initial reaction, was that too. I mean, I think, you know, it's like, okay, actually let's watch this video too. This is, a different angle. Look, he fucking crashes into that shit. Dude, how much fun do you think he had doing that? That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of fascist mother.
He could have dragged that girl underneath.
I know. She's like chained to the trailer there.
Yeah.
These guys are at it. Look at this guy. Jumps out, draws a gun. Or is that a knife?
Get down now. No, that's a gun. Maybe a taser.
Yeah, probably a taser.
This girl's gonna get arrested. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I was just watching on the side. I just want to make sure everybody got water.
Wait. Dude, you know, can you pause it? You know, it'd be really funny. Like, one of the protesters was late and she shows up. She's like, hey guys, I got us water from Whole Foods. Oh my God. She like shows up late. She's like, Sarah, did you want oat milk or did you want, oh my, and she's like, the cop executes one of her friends.
Hold up. You said they were protesting plastic and what did you say?
Allegedly, one of the reporters said that the protesters were protesting single-use plastics at Burning Man.
Yeah.
And private jet use.
Look, what is this?
Josh.
What is
they
that?
can use the ends justify the means, Josh. They can use single-use plastics because they're saving lives. They're saving the environment.
It's right there.
Okay?
Dude,
that's not their bottle. That was planted by the CIA, Josh.
This looks like plastic too.
Well, I would like to direct you to the meme that everyone uses, which is to react to that, which is this meme where it's like a guy who's like digging a hole and he's like, we should make society better. And then another guy's like, interesting, but you participate in society. Have you seen that meme before?
No.
It's basically the meme.
We are society. That's
you can look it up if you want. It's actually no, I do want to talk. So just back to the protest. Look, here's what I'm trying to say. The initial reaction to this video, I think a lot of people, even on the right and even on the right, will say, oh my God, this is like, these police are like way too aggressive and these guys are fascists. And it's crazy that they would treat a bunch of peaceful protesters like this. But that's not what's going on here. I want you to take a deep breath and I want you to think about this first. These cops, they were on their way to a gay orgy at Burning Man. These cops were on their way. They were already on ketamine. The ketamine was wearing off. They were ready to suck and fuck at the orgy. But these protesters were blocking them. So what would you do if you were a Nevada Ranger on your way to a gay orgy? You gas it.
Yeah.
You go, and then you.
If that's the case, he actually used a lot of restraint because he went slowly through it.
He did. Thank you, Josh. The cops used a tremendous amount of restraint in this situation. Think about what could have happened. There could have been two trucks, and they could have gone full speed, and they could have immediately killed all these protesters, which I would have supported, by the way, because protesting anything is cringe. Lots of things are cringe today.
Why wouldn't he get off the truck first and be like, all right, get out, everybody out, you're going to be arrested?
The thing is, we don't know the context. And I do want to stand up for the police in this situation. The Nevada Rangers, and I want to stand up for them because they are entirely paid for by the tax revenue. I guarantee you, the entire Black Rock City police department, their salaries are funded entirely by the tax revenue generated from Burning Man. That's true, right?
Hold on, I was reading this. I thought that was the actual story.
Oh, no, these are my notes.
I was like, it was a gay orgy.
No. Yeah, my note here was, these cops were just late for a gay orgy, and they won't let a bunch of tree huggers stop them from snorting ketamine and fucking and sucking all night long.
Well, you know what? I mean, you're right.
Which I support too.
The cops were probably rented by some big name or somebody with a lot of money, and they were like told, "Hey,
like they're off duty."
You.
I think they looked like they were on their like.
Well, no, you still ride in your police car and everything when you don't ride in your personal vehicle.
Oh, that's right.
You can
rent off duty and they're just cops.
Yeah, you can rent the police.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and don't they charge like time and like you can make like $80 an hour?
Yeah, they charge a lot. Like I mean, they do that for security, a lot.
Oh, and actually, Josh, that's a good point because we actually, if you're listening and you're hate watching, we rent a cop. Actually, he stands outside the studio. If you're ever trying to come fuck with us, we rent 3 cops actually.
Have you seen all the cops on San Jacinto?
Yes. Yeah.
Like rows of cops.
Yeah.
Like 10 of them.
What a fucking waste of taxpayer money.
I think somebody's again renting this.
Yeah. No, it's a show force by probably Rogan and Elon, to be honest, that want to create or whatever. We don't know.
Well, we don't know.
It's probably Rogan
because think about it. He's gone past comedy podcast. Now it can sway votes. He probably gets threats. I mean, so you want that extra security.
I would almost say that he's more powerful than Joe Biden because he doesn't have dementia, and that's important if you want to
lift more,
project your power. One of the most important people always ask me, Sean, how do I become a force to be reckoned with in the media? My number one thing is don't get dementia, because if you get dementia and you become retarded, you're not going to be able to do stuff. You're going to be forgetful. All right.
That's why I take a lot of naps, so I don't get dementia.
Naps are good. I need to start. What if I just come in one week and I'm like, hi, Jeremy. I think I'm back in high school or some shit. Hey, where's your Yu-Gi-Oh cards? What would you do? You just run the podcast?
I would think he lost it and we're having an episode. Like, oh, he finally broke.
Yeah, I will snap one of these days. Not in a dangerous way. Okay.
That's more of an implode.
Yeah, that's more of an implosion. But no, I was gonna say, I am downtown. You can find me in downtown Austin sometimes at night, and there's nothing. I don't know if we already talked about this. I might have mentioned it, but there's nothing more fucking annoying than seeing 8 police horses in downtown Austin shitting on the fucking street, just walking around, wasting my fucking tax dollars, your fucking tax dollars, so that they can look cool. Cops on horses. It's cosplay. They're doing cosplay. It's like they're having fun. And guess what? If I'm not a dangerous person, if there's a crime committed. In fact, I saw a guy getting beat up on the street in Austin. There were no police horses, but if there were, he wouldn't have fucking helped. He'd go, yeah, and then he'd like what? Walk over? I mean, run to the police horse.
Technically, it's a cop on a cop.
Oh, right, because the horses are cops too.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I mean, horses have been used for war for centuries.
Yeah, but it's time to automate with Palantir. Buy Palantir. Part of this company, what they do is they execute horses.
Well, they try to use those dogs in New York, the robot dogs.
Oh, they're all over China too.
Yeah. Fuck that. I'd rather have the horse.
Well, I mean, I want neither. I don't want animals involved in law enforcement. It's animal abuse. I side with PETA. I stand with PETA. Training a dog to smell for drugs. Dogs love drugs. Dogs love people. You ever get high around a dog?
Yeah.
That's great. You're under arrest. But like, I just think that people don't understand that these dogs and these horses, I don't think, maybe the horses do. I fucking hate horses. By the way, if you're like a horse girl and you listen to this, hit me at DM me. I love you. But anyway.
By that, do you mean she looks like a horse?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm just saying, how many crimes has a horse stopped in the last decade in Austin? Well, that's a good question. None?
It's more of an intimidation factor.
yeah, everyone always says it's about crowd control. Oh, it's about crowd control. It's about pushing everyone onto the sidewalks and stuff. And I get that, but like
that one horse is like 5 big dumb cops. You know what I mean? As far as strength goes.
yeah.
So
But like what's the utility though?
I'll give you an example.
Crowd, is it crowd like
Yeah, you the way you herd. So instead of having people like all the cops line up and try to shoo them out, you take like 6 cops on 6 horses, and I've seen it happen, and they line them all across 6, and they start walking the people out.
But don't I have the right to be on the fucking street?
Not after a certain time. They're trying to clear it.
Okay, so yeah, they're trying to clear the street and they use horses to do it. You know what I would do? I would take a page out of our friends, the Nevada Rangers. I would take a truck and I would gas it. And that's how you clear the street. Save some money. Save some money.
People don't respect when you drive a truck or a car, so they'll like push against it, or crowds will jump on it. But ain't nobody doing that to the horse. The horse is gonna fucking kick you in the face.
True. But the cops will shoot you in the head.
Oh, the cops will, yeah, but I'm saying, like, you don't want to get kicked by a horse.
My thing,
and that's you assaulting the horse too. If you just go pet the horse, right, that's assault.
Oh man, I would kill a horse. I would kill a police horse.
Would you eat a police horse?
Would I eat one? Oh yeah. Like everyone's like, oh, he did a great job. Like, oh, let's give this police horse an award.
You think it tastes like cow?
I bet it tastes like fascism, and I'll fucking eat it because I'm an American.
It's a leaner meat.
It's a lean meat. I'll eat horse testicle. I don't give a fuck.
I want to try bald eagle. I feel like it's a mix of turkey and chicken.
Bald eagle?
Yeah,
that's actually a cool. I would be down to eat a bald eagle.
Fuck yeah, that'd be fucking amazing.
It's probably a felony.
Oh, definitely a felony. Yeah. I'd have to go to another country to do it. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Dubai and I want eagle.
One eagle, one raw eagle.
No. I want 6 lemon pepper eagle wings.
I'm actually getting hungry now.
Yeah.
I've been eating shit all day. Except for on all these jokes I'm trying to make. Bam! We're getting better at this. How about that? How funny?
One day at a time.
One week at a time. Anyway, let's keep. Anything else about Burning Man? I'm trying to think if I've. Oh yeah, if you fly a private jet into Burning Man, I don't have a problem with that. Like these protesters at Burning Man are like, stop the private jets. I don't like. It's so hard. It's so hard to make sense of this because obviously, I support private jet use, and I'm a big proponent of the business jet industry. So I can't necessarily say that that's wrong. But a lot of the protesters were really hot, and I want to have sex with them. So I don't know where I stand.
I know where one thing stands.
Here's a question. Do you think any of those protesters, if they were invited onto the PJ, maybe here's how... See, I'm about unity, Josh. I'm about unity. I'm about bringing people together. What if, just hear me out, let's say, who was in town recently? Post Malone.
I didn't know that.
Maybe Post Malone flies into Burning Man on a PJ.
Too Short was here.
Too Short?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that one of Finesse 2 Times conspirators?
No.
Is he a rapper?
There's a rapper named Too Short.
Too Short?
Yeah.
You're making that up. That's
I'm
racist. No, I know you're not.
Okay.
Does he have a mugshot like Finesse 2 Times?
He might.
Too Short. Let's see. There's lots of mugs.
Yeah.
See, that looks like Fat Dave Chappelle.
Gee. And there's Trump's.
Anyway, as far as this Burning Man story goes, what about this? What if, and this is about unity and bringing people together and fighting climate change ultimately. What if Post Malone goes up to these protesters and goes, I'll bring one of you on a PJ. And he throws a knife into the circle of protesters. Said, you're all going to fight to the death, and the winner gets to fly in on my PJ. What do you think? I think these protesters would be like, I'm down, Post Malone. I love your music. I've always been a fan. How easy would it be to get these protesters to flip, to get them to ride on PJ?
It depends. Like the lady.
Some of them seem passionate.
The lady with the chain, I don't think she's going anywhere. But the other one,
I think she's going first.
Really?
Yeah, because she's that. Anyone with that much conviction can be tricked easily.
Oh, okay.
Because think about how idiotic you have to be to chain yourself to a trailer. It's pretty fucking crazy. You're swayed easily. So Post Malone could be like, "Oh yeah, this private jet's electric. It's an electric PJ." She'll be like, "Okay."
As long as it's electric.
Babe, what's your name? Earthwind? Earthwind. That's a great name, by the way. I'll make a song about you. My PJ's electric. Okay, I'll go Posty.
It's wind powered.
It's actually this oil is actually made by the wind. It's actually wind-based oil. I'd love to be a fucking douchebag at Burning Man. Yeah, like I work at BlackRock. It's funny the name of the city is called BlackRock City because I actually work at BlackRock. Do you know BlackRock? I bet you there are people at BlackRock that went to Burning Man.
I gotta look that up.
Let's find out. I bet you BlackRock, the company, sponsors Burning Man.
I bet you they burn men at Burning Man.
I bet it's all the same shit. BlackRock City 2023. Does BlackRock fund Burning Man? Let's find out. Oh, you can just click on the question there. Just the top question there under right there. The BlackRock Arts Foundation was founded by several of the partners who founded and produced Burning Man, with the mission to support and promote community, interactive art, and civic participation. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm having I won't drink soda next episode. Now, Josh, you know, when we talked about BlackRock a lot last episode, when people, or maybe it was 2 episodes ago, when people criticize BlackRock, I agree. As long as you're talking about the nonprofit that creates Burning Man, I'm totally against BlackRock, the BlackRock Arts nonprofit. When it comes to the asset manager, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
But when it comes to BlackRock, the arts nonprofit that allows these trash people to go to a city for 7 days and roll around in the sand and get AIDS and do Molly, I don't support it. That is uncouth. It is gross. It is not cool. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm
sure there's people though from BlackRock that are on there.
I mean, again, I'm not speaking from experience, but a lot of people that go to Burning Man are extremely rich, and it's a Burning Man is a playground for the rich elites to do drugs without fear of prosecution from the law.
I wouldn't say rich elites. I would say rich people who want to be elite.
Yeah, it's like the VPs at BlackRock. You're like a vice president. You're like a VP at Facebook. You go to Burning Man and have like all this anonymous sex. Go fuck yourself, dude. Such a disgusting fucking.
They call them fancy camps.
Fancy camp for billionaires. This is, and don't get me wrong. Once I get 10 Patreon subscribers, I will be doing this. But until then, it is a shameful, disgusting act, and it's so hypocritical. It's like, you know, the super rich go to Burning Man, and they you know, they ruin it. It's like anything else. Whenever really wealthy people get into something and they start to be a part of it, or the corporations start doing memes, we all know that it makes it shitty. We all know that it ruins the thing. And that's exactly what happens at Burning Man. Do you want to see the vice president of your company doing ketamine with you at Burning Man?
Yes, so I can blackmail them.
That's true. But you wouldn't do it for fun. Let me ask this to the people.
I would have fun blackmailing them.
Do you really, let's say you worked at, let's say you're a cashier at US Bank and you want to go to Burning Man. You saved up some money. You go there. And when you're there, you see the CEO of the US Bank doing ketamine off a stripper's ass. Are you really, that's going to ruin the experience? Burning Man, I feel like Burning Man, the spirit of a music festival is that it should be an escape from the world. It should be an escape where you go to celebrate humanity without, you know, having to deal with fucking douchebags. But
You're always gonna deal with douchebags. Douchebags ruin everything, but there's a point where, as they're ruining everything and the coolness as they intersect, you know what I mean? The coolness is going down, but they're ruining everything by making it better in a way. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so there's a point where it intersects, and there's like one great year. It's just like, damn, those rich people and us actually did it right one year, and then it just fades.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it. I mean, you know what I want to see in this year's Burning Man, Josh?
Look at that one, Temple of the Heart.
Temple of the Heart. Let's check this out. So if you're just listening, this is like a beautiful like wooden structure with some very cool designs. It's like very well lit. Is this like only for the rich, or is this an art exhibit?
This is one of the. Oh, look! It looks like an art exhibit.
Whoa, very trippy.
It's nice.
You know what I would do, Josh? If I was at Burning Man, I would just only drink coffee for a week, and I would have way more hallucinations than everyone else doing acid. I would be on day 7 writing like incredible stand-up comedy. I'd be like covered in sand and dirt.
You just read it. It says Burning Man, Burning Man, Burning Man, Burning Man.
Yeah.
And then at the end it's just Burning Man.
And then I'm like hallucinating. I think I'm writing great jokes, and then I like go and like I look back the next day. It just says dating is weird. I'm like, no.
And then at the end it says, "Am I right?" And underline. That's the punchline.
Am I right? Punchline. You know what I want to see for this year's Burning Man though, Josh?
What?
Ultimately, what I'd like to see, I want to see more Nevada Rangers driving through shit. I want to see more police officers driving through the art exhibits and destroying them. That's cool. That's fucking awesome.
Burning Man website. I'm gonna see how much are tickets.
Oh, dude, it's so expensive to go. I think.
Burning Man.
I'm pretty sure it's like hundreds and hundreds, but you can sneak in. But let's see. Scroll down. It actually starts. What's today? The 27th.
The man burns in 5 days.
So it's actually we're on day 2 of Burning Man right now.
Yep.
So right now a bunch of tech bros are starting to give their girlfriends Rohypnol.
All right. So what do you want to do? The 10 principles. What's their mission? What do you think?
Let's look at the Burning Man mission. I think the Burning Man mission is before we actually read it. The Burning Man mission, I know what it is. I already memorized this.
Okay.
The Burning Man mission is to it comes from the foundation of what Black Rock City was. You know, Burning Man, the mission is to connect you with a financial advisor that understands you. Burning Man is about finding a portfolio that works for you. That it's not just about Burning Man. It's about custom solutions. You know what I mean? Like some people they need income. Some people they want equity growth. Some people they have environmental concerns, right?
Yeah, but what if I want to own the underlying asset?
That's a great question, Josh. And Burning Man's covered that too. In that case, what you want to do is you want to go to Burning Man and get a gun and kill yourself.
You're not allowed.
Ultimately, Black Rock City, Black Rock, they're the same thing. Thanks to BlackRock software, Aladdin, you can really have any portfolio that you can imagine. And that's what's amazing. All right. Burning Man's real mission. The Burning Man Project's mission. That's funny they call it the Burning Man Project. But anyway, I just thought of something funny maybe. Do you think what if there's a art exhibit at Burning Man? It's like the Burning Man Projects, and it's like a Section 8 housing. and Kendrick is like headlining it, and there's like a whole act out where it's like except instead of like the normal.
Are you talking about they segregate their artists?
Probably. No, but like but the thing is, that's a great point. The people at Burning Man are so far gone that they've like done a full loop. I mean, a lot of it is like I think stuff that is very far, like very kind of extreme left/liberal ideas where they're like they've done a loop so far where it's like they'll have like like a black only space or like a Latino only space. And I'm not saying I'm against that, but like I think that's Actually, I'm for that, which means I am an extreme left. I'm on the extreme left. But
seems like reverse psychology.
it's
Look, we got you your own space.
well, yeah, that's a whole other. I mean, but it's art. It's art. If it's art, I maybe I understand it. But I think the Burning Man projects is a funny concept. You go there, and it's like a bunch of like hippies, and they're like, "What's up, fool? Yo, where you from? Where you? Yo, what's your set? What's your set, Holmes?"
Well, they have 10 sets apparently. These are
Oh,
the
okay.
principles.
The 10 principles of Burning Man. This is beautiful.
Radical inclusion.
Radical inclusion. Anyone may be a part of Burning Man. We welcome and respect the stranger. No prerequisites exist for participation in our community aside from the $850 fee to get in.
Yeah.
Which excludes we are radically inclusive except based on your income. We'll exclude you if you can't afford to drop $3,000 and take 2 weeks off to go to Burning Man. Good idea. Next one, gifting. Ugh. This is so fucking gross. It's just so corporate and fucking gross. Gifting.
Yeah, because you can't buy stuff that you barter.
Yeah, they barter. Hey, you know it'd be fun? You know it'd be a fun like reality show? Or like a horror movie. Is you have a week of Burning Man. On day 7, the man burns. And then here's a horror movie. Here's my horror movie pitch. If I had $1 billion, I would make this movie. Then when the people try to leave, a bunch of walls come up. A bunch of like ice walls. And if you try to leave through the wall, you get killed by a laser. And we see in the movie people try to leave because they get scared. They're like, what's going on? And they get killed by this like weird laser beam. And then I want to see 7 more days of Burning Man force them to live another 7 days. See how long they could barter. You know?
Yeah, there'd be a lot of stuff. They wouldn't be it'd be Lord of the Flies. They wouldn't be very peaceful.
Yeah, no. The thing is, it's funny that Burning Man is supposed to be a community where people share and it's very socialist.
No, not necessarily. It says radical self-reliance.
Well, I think that more refers to oh, you thought that like on some capitalist shit? Radical self-reliance, like mine, like
like take care of your own shit. Isn't that what they mean?
Well, they mean it from like an environmental sense, like leave no trace. Not like radical self-reliance, like republic. That's not like a bootstraps line. Like it's not like pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Oh, okay.
That would be, dude. It would be funny to go to Burning Man as dressed as like the Monopoly man with a cigar, and like when people try to barter with you, you're like, I only take U.S. dollars.
Yeah, that's so weird. Like, have you ever played Chinese checkers?
Yeah.
I played it with my family, and every time I jumped over one of the balls, I kept wanting to take the ball, but I was like, oh, that's the capitalist in me. Let's leave it right there. You can't take any of them. It's just like, then what's the point of hopping over them? It's like, no, just to get the other side. I was like, this is horrible. I want to eat all of it.
I remember. You ever do like a 6 jump in Chinese checkers? Just like boom, 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 boom. One time I got like a bunch and I was like, suck my dick, dude. So the next principle of Burning Man, gifting. Burning Man is devoted to acts of gift giving. The value of a gift is unconditional. Oh, could you scroll up? Gifting does not contemplate a return or an exchange for something of equal value. I think a lot of the tech bros that go to Burning Man would have a problem with that. If I'm at Burning Man, I'm not going to fucking give you a PlayStation 5 unless you give me like a lot of drugs.
I think what he means is like, I'm going to give you drugs and you're going to give me sexual favors.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what.
Yeah, it's like always funny. It's the implication.
Yeah.
It's like, we're on a boat. The implication is that they will say yes. We're a Burning Man. The implication is that like,
But
we're
why
in a
would
tent.
you want to pick up women in like the middle of a sandstorm? You know what I mean? Unless
Dude,
you have like a dope ass like, shower or something.
Well, the thing is that all the sex that's had at Burning Man is like the worst. Everyone has like whiskey dick. Everyone's just like going. Everyone's just sandy.
Pretty sure there's a few of them slinging it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The poor guys are getting laid. Okay. Could you scroll up? I do want to like see if there's anything else. Radical self-reliance. Burning Man encourages the individual to discover, exercise, and rely on their inner resources. So if you don't have water, sorry. Help me, please. I lost my entire setup. It was blown away by the sand. It's sorry, buddy. Principle number 3: radical self-reliance.
That's not
Technically, I can't help you because you're supposed to rely on yourself and your inner resources. Inner resources is such an insane thing to say. Hey, Josh.
Uh-huh.
How about you never buy food again and you rely on your inner resources for strength?
I can do that for 3 days and then.
Yeah. How long can these hippie losers rely on their inner resources without? It's just insane.
Depends what drugs they have on them.
Yeah. Radical self-expression. Radical self-expression arises from the unique gifts of the individual. No one other than the individual or a collaborating group can determine its content. Oh, they're into content. I like content. Now they're speaking my language. You know what I want to see? Oh, man, dude. I want to go to Burning Man next year, and I want to do like
on a jet?
On a jet. I want a 9/11 Burning Man.
Oh.
I want to like hijack a jet, and like and people are like, where is he going? Is he going to the new One World Trade Center? No, jeez. I'm not. I'm going to Black Rock City. He's like, oh, is he going to like the Black Rock HQ? Nope. I'm going to the orgy, the Burning Man orgy. I'm crashing a jet. This is a joke, by the way.
I was gonna say, if you just fly through the Burning Man, it's wood. It's probably just gonna break apart. And you gotta keep flying.
You know,
and then you hit some protesters on the way out.
Here's the episode title: Nuke Burning Man. Nuke Burning Man. You know why? We'll save lives. Hey,
say it was Russia.
Hey, Burning Man. We don't know how many people. Josh, the thing is, Burning Man was never gonna surrender. They were never gonna surrender. That's why we had to nuke them. That's what I would do. If my first act as president, I'm nuking Burning Man. with love. I'm nuking them with love.
And self-reliance.
Yeah, and self-reliance. You see, I'm so glad we're looking at this because ultimately Burning Man is a paradox in so many ways, which makes it really untenable as something to be excited about. It is if you're excited about going to this and you think the message of Burning Man speaks to you, you're a fucking idiot. You're truly a dumbass and you need to wake up. Because Burning Man is a paradox. It is a place where the rich who have benefited from capitalism go to do drugs in the desert, exempt from prosecution. If you do LSD, if you do cocaine in Compton or the slums, and you do coke, felony, jail, prison, you're in a gang, you're fucked. Your whole life's over. Or you can be, the vice president at Facebook, and look like me, or, maybe an Asian dude and do cocaine all you want, and it's fine. That is so fucking unfair and disgusting. That's why I support it. Let's see who's at Burning Man this year. Paris Hilton, Heidi Klum. Oh, Elon Musk goes to this fucking Jesus.
Oh, look, Dildo goes.
Dildo?
Diplo. Sorry.
Oh, I thought that was on purpose. That's funny.
Yeah, a lot of Will Smith will be there.
Can you type in who's at Burning Man this year? I kind of want to see who's there this year. 11 famous people.
Susan Sarandon.
Who's that?
She was never seen her. I've seen her in a bunch of movies. I can't name
her. She's an actress?
Yeah. Oh, that's 2015.
Oh, 20. Yeah.
A co-founder of Facebook, Dustin. You were right. It is VP.
Oh, yeah. No, the Winklevoss twins. I mean, look, guys. Look, Katy Perry, the Winklevoss twins. You think the Winklevoss twins are going to Burning Man to celebrate socialism.
No,
These guys are libertarians. You're going to Burning Man basically makes you a libertarian.
look at that libertarian guy.
You know?
It'll pull up again.
Anyway, can you go back to the principles? I kind of want to just do one more point on that. Just scroll down to the end. I think I saw. So the whole point of Burning Man, leave no trace, right? That's their whole idea. Is you go there and like they they build this city for a week.
The only way to leave no trace is if you didn't go.
Yes, exactly. You know, because using the plastics. Oh, I don't know. But my back to my overall point was that you're spending money to go to a place that is supposed to be fundamentally against the ideas behind free markets. And all the people that go to this are libertarians that love free markets. It is it's unbelievably retarded to go and think that there's any sort of like bigger message with Burning Man. I mean, I think the only thing to really get out of it is like, maybe I'll go. I get that I'm a cynical asshole. I get that like I don't really live a life and I haven't had sex in a long time, and that's okay.
That's not okay.
I've accepted myself, and I didn't need to do acid in the desert to figure it out. You know what I did? I sat at home and I drink coffee. And I played League of Legends. You don't need to spend $1,000.
And he burned a homeless man.
And I killed a few homeless guys. And I'm the awesome serial killer. That's what I found out. You know, we should start a rumor like, ooh, there's a serial killer at Burning Man.
I'm going to look it up.
Well, people don't get killed at Burning Man, but they run into the fire, right? Let's find out if there's a
Night Stalker was a Burning Man, apparently. Well, I just read the title.
Creepy.
That's true.
Anyway. But anyway, that was, I think that's wraps up that story. What else did I want to cover today? Let's see. So if you're going to Burning Man, I wish you the best of luck. God bless you. But just know that like you are a libertarian if you go. Okay, let's do this next one. This one's really funny on the topic of art and music and shit. So this is a video of Carlos Santana. I love Santana. One of my favorite bands. I listened to them growing up a bunch. Let's listen.
Santana is just like his name. He's Carlos Santana. I don't think it's like a whole.
Oh, I think he just solo tours now. But this was the front man for the band Santana, right?
I bet that's what I'm saying. Like it's like saying Taylor Swift is the front man for Swift, right?
Right. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought Santana was a band. It was just him.
Maybe it was. I thought it was just.
Or maybe
him.
he just uses session musicians.
Probably. I don't know.
Interesting. But anyway, let's watch this video. This is Carlos Santana at a festival or at a concert.
God made you and me before we came out of the womb. You know who you are and what you are. Later on, when you grow up and you see things, and you start believing that you could be something that it sounds good, but you know it ain't right. Because a woman is a woman and a man is a man. Whatever you want to do in the closet, that's your business. So I'm okay with that. I am like this with my brother Dave Chappelle. Totally like.
Carlos Santana. You know, when you're born, a woman is a woman and a man is a man. My granddaughter said she wants to have a dick. And I said, have you listened to my music, baby? Baby girl, listen to my music. Trans people are evil. Anyway, here's Evil Ways. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm reading through all the replies.
So Carlos, if you're just listening,
Most people seem to be with him.
yeah, Well, the thing is, so Carlos Santana goes on stage, and this is just an example of a broader point that I wanted to make. Mm-hmm. It's very funny when musicians are in concert and they play songs, they play a set, they play a few songs, and then they put the guitar down, they put the bass down, and they go up to the mic and they start to say their opinions directly. Whenever that happens, and I'm at that concert, I look at that musician. I'm like, pick up the guitar, asshole. Get back to the fucking music, man. You're not a podcaster. You don't get to have takes with your voice. You should have been a comedian. You're a musician. If Carlos Santana wants to make fun of trans people, he should do it in a song. Carlos Santranza. You gotta,
Have you seen the 1975?
No, what is this like a similar thing?
Kind of, but on the opposite end. 1975.
So, the band, is this a band, Milan?
No, it's hold on, bigger than me. I forgot 1975. The band.
I know the song. Oh, I'm thinking of the song 1985. But they protested. They made like they protested something.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it though. So what happened? It was a Muslim country.
Okay.
And what they did was here we go. Now I found it.
Yeah, let's not play the video just in case it. No,
it doesn't.
Oh, the fucking Daily Mail. I'll just read the headline. If you just go back. So let's see. The 1975 have been banned in Malaysia, and an entire music festival.
I can play the CNN one, right?
Yeah, you can play that.
It's gonna have a commercial.
Let me read the headline first. Can you just mute the audio? So, quote, this is, recently. Mm-hmm. Quote, white savior complex. Malaysia's LGBTQ community slams the 1975's Matt Healy's onstage kiss.
And it was
Wait, that makes no sense. Why would the LGBT community slam a gay kiss?
Because they were invited to this the Malaysian country, or Malaysian country. They were invited to Malaysia.
It's not a country, Josh. It's probably a state.
Malaysia?
Or no, it is, but I mean, it's like a.
All right, so this is what happened.
British pop rock group, the 1975, over something that took place at one of its concerts in recent days. This is what happened. The band's lead singer kissed a bandmate on stage after delivering a speech full of expletives, slamming Malaysia's stance against homosexuality. This occurred last night in Kuala Lumpur. Malaysia responded by canceling the rest of the three-day festival. Members of the country's LGBTQ community criticized the onstage kiss, calling it performative and warning it could lead to further discrimination.
What the fuck? Oh, well, that's just the.
So
I mean,
he went to the other country and he protested and said, "Oh, I can't believe you invited us here and you expect us not to, whatever." And so he goes and he kisses his guitarist, right? And then they stop the whole fucking festival. So all the other bands that were in it all have to go home. All the people who make their money that way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Concession stands, everything, they're fucked. So he fucked over a lot of people.
Dude, that's almost the same thing happened to me, dude. I was performing. I start jacking off everywhere on stage.
Yeah.
And I ruined it for everyone. No, it didn't happen. So that's like but look, I'm not against, I think musicians protesting makes a lot of sense.
Uh-huh.
Or I mean, no, I have to be objective and fair. I guess I'm okay with Carlos Santana doing that. Him saying that stuff about trans people. He's like, a man is a man and a woman is a woman. And then it cuts to the crowd and it's all these old fucking boomers. They're like, yeah, go Carlos Santana.
Yeah, there's a lot of really conservative Latinos.
Yeah, I'm not And that's fine if you believe that. Like, it's fine if you believe a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Like, I still want you to listen to the show because I desperately need listeners, even if you're a transphobe. I think you're wrong, but it's okay. Like, we can disagree and not kill each other. But ultimately, I think it's like, it's just not, I just feel like it's not the right venue. I mean,
that's what they're saying.
It's funny when artists, or I don't know, but the whole point of a protest, and kind of bringing it back to the protest of Burning Man, it is kind of like protesting is there's never a correct venue for a protest. That's the whole point of the protest. It's supposed to cause outrage. It's supposed to get media attention, to bring attention to the issue so that shills like me talk about it on their podcasts. But I just think that,
do me a favor and watch this video.
Let's see what this is.
1975 to a country and then telling us who we can have sex with.
This is mad.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was.
I didn't know Malaysia was so anti-gay.
Apparently so.
They're a Southeast Asian country?
I guess so. So a Muslim country.
Or I think. Well, I think it's just I didn't know Carlos Santana was a Republican. That's really my point.
But is he Republican for thinking that?
No, that's me conflating
it's
the two.
like you have one point that's just like you can be like a total liberal Democrat, and then they were like, "Well, I'm not going to get the vaccine." You Nazi racist.
True.
You know, it's like
true.
So if you're one thing, because the other person is so stupid and they're indoctrinated to think like, well, if you have one belief, that means you have all the beliefs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the way they do conspiracy theorists. You know what I mean? You believe in one conspiracy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an insane person. That means you believe the Earth is hollow or it's flat or whatever the fuck.
Well, I mean, I actually do believe that. Like, if you're not vaccinated, you are a Nazi.
Oh, there you go.
No, I just think it's, I just like to imagine Carlos Santana. He's like on stage.
Where's Malaysia?
Where's Malaysia at? Oh yeah, Southeast Asia, right by Singapore,
Thailand,
Cambodia, Vietnam.
Yeah, Indonesia, the Philippines.
I could, we might as well have.
Malaysia's beautiful.
It's actually, but the rest of the city is probably fucking jungle. Is that racist? That's probably just true though. No, it's like geographically, it's probably jungle. That's not wrong to call the geography what it is. Or trees. Would it be better if I said it's all trees?
I don't know. There's
like one city. You can't imagine there's mostly like.
Yeah, but I bet you that bitch all jungle though.
Is that fucked up?
It's not fucked up.
What if I go to Brazil? Brazil's all jungle.
Yeah, but it's, you know what it insinuates? It is like you say, it's just like, no, I know there's a bunch of jungle people in there. That's
no. I didn't say people.
I know you didn't, but that's the way it makes it sound.
Well, I could say the same thing about Carlos Santana. He sounds like a fucking Republican.
Yeah.
But
exactly. It's the same thing. It triggers people.
Yeah, right. And we're all, even me, your gracious host, is guilty of the same things I criticize. Can you believe that? I'm a hypocrite.
We're all hypocrites.
We're all hypocrites, but I'm the coolest hypocrite. No, but I just wanted to, that was just a little more like, a quick little story. Okay, let's get a little dark, and we'll close it out with something dark. We have a couple options here. We have the mass shooting. Did you hear that story?
No.
About the mass shooting? Okay, that one's very sad. We have China has to restart its economy.
Oh, okay. That's less sad. Let's do that one.
You want to do... can you scroll up? I just want to see, just before we decide, I just want to see, scroll down. I'm just going to see what I had to say. I want to see which one's going to be funnier. Scroll down. Okay, no, sorry, we have to do the shooting. I have funnier takes on the shooting one. The Chinese one's not going to be very funny.
Oh, you want to do the shooting one?
Yeah, let's do the shooting one.
Right.
Okay, so this is going to be a tough one, and I know I'm a white dude, and this is going to be fucked. Go up a little bit. So there was in Jacksonville, Florida, not even 2 days ago, from the time of this episode's publication, there was a mass shooting. 3 black people died in a Dollar General in Jacksonville, Florida. And the shooter was a white guy with an AR-15, and he had a Nazi swastika on the weapon, and he was a fucking wanted to. Yeah, let's watch some of this. So the shooting happened, and this is the police.
Senseless violence. The Office of the Medical Examiner has positively identified the shooter as Ryan Christopher Palmetter. The shooter was 21 years of age when he committed yesterday's atrocities. He lived with his parents in Orange Park in Clay County, Florida. To our knowledge, he had no criminal arrest history. And as I said yesterday, he did have a Baker Act petition from 2007.
Can you pause it? So if you don't know what a Baker Act is, it's when you are arrested and put in an insane asylum for 72 hours or some amount of time. So this guy was Baker Acted, right? Which is like a 5150 basically, threat to himself or others. Not in 2018 or 2017, and then he could buy a fucking gun 3 years later.
Did he buy it?
Yeah, he bought it legally.
Okay.
He bought the AR-15 legally. I just wanted to say that we can keep watching the.
He killed himself.
Yeah. So he did. So he literally just went to a gun store and bought it. It's after being Baker Acted, being sent to a fucking insane asylum, and I mean obviously.
It wasn't an AR-15. It says. The shooter used a Glock handgun, an AR-15 style rifle, but it says it like in quotation marks. So what did he use?
I think that might be a typo, or he had at least from what I read, he had a Glock and a AR-15, 2 separate guns. It's like a Glock handgun and an AR rifle. So let's see. I mean, it's obviously fucking tragic. I was watching the reactions of people mourning. I mean, like imagine. The horror. I mean, it's fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Right. To find out that someone you love has been murdered by a fucking racist psycho. And here's Joe Biden's reaction. Okay. And I know this is a tough story, but I'm just going to read Joe Biden's reaction, and I don't want anyone to laugh. I don't want any.
Got it.
This is not funny. It's not funny. So here's Joe Biden's reaction to the shooting in Jacksonville. If you could just scroll down a little bit, Josh.
Oh, it's all this. Okay.
Yeah. Yesterday, I'll cut to the middle. Yesterday in Jacksonville, Florida, a white gunman went on a shooting rampage at a store near a historically black university and killed 3 black individuals. I am in conversation with my good friend Corn Pop from childhood. Corn Pop and I loved hanging out by the pool, and I used to rub his leg a lot. This is Joe Biden's words. I used to rub his leg, and he would rub my leg, and we would go outside and bounce the basketball around. Jill, I'm scared. Where am I? Jill, where? No, I don't want those pills. No, stop. These are Joe Biden's words. I'm sorry about the Jacksonville shooting. Hello? Where's Hawaii? I hate Hawaiians. No, I shouldn't say that. Again.
You know what I just noticed?
What?
Look how they wrote it. So yesterday, Florida, a white gunman, look at the word white, not capitalized, killed 3 black individuals. Black is capitalized.
Ooh.
That's done on purpose. I wonder why.
Probably, well, I would assume because black is a race, and that is weird that white. Maybe white is a collection of races. Well, I mean, it's done to imply that white is.
Yeah, but now I'm reading it. Like, for example, we must refuse to live in a country where black families going to the store or black students. Like, I'm reading it that way.
Yeah,
now.
well, I mean, dude, that really, and not. I mean, I'm gonna sound like a Republican here. The words and the that does change day to day.
Yeah.
Like literally like day to day it changes like whether or not you capitalize black or like dude, in like a few years ago using BIPOC was like all the rage.
I don't know what the hell that means.
Black indigenous person of color.
Oh, wow. BIPOC.
Yeah. But now it's like no one uses BIPOC anymore. You know,
That's not catchy.
BIPOC sounds like a Pokemon, dude.
Yeah.
Go BIPOC.
Well, you can't do it if you have an accent.
Fuck, that's
What
right.
are you? I'm BIPOC. What are you? I'm BIPOC. You can't. You have an accent. You're fucked.
We can't put this out, dude. That was too far, dude.
BIPOC.
Oh my god.
You don't even know what accent that is.
Yeah, it's
I was trying to do Filipino.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay,
Philip.
cool.
No, I wasn't, but I'm just gonna pretend that I knew.
Okay. It sounds like Spanish, except they have a lot of pic in there when they talk.
I'm trying to get on SNL one day, Josh.
My roommate was Filipino. That's he would.
Oh, okay.
When
So
he
it's
talked to his grandma, I would hear it back and be like, "It sounds like
So
Spanish."
that makes it okay.
I didn't do anything wrong.
You didn't. I'm just scared of getting canceled by my haters.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of haters. You know, the guy,
That's
good.
You should get more.
On episode 1, you know what this guy said on the episode? It hurt me.
What did he say?
I don't even want to address it. I don't want to give him that power. But ultimately, this reaction from Joe Biden, this statement, rings hollow because what has Joe Biden done to stop gun violence? Fucking nothing. And you think, oh, well, Sean, that's because the Republicans don't want to work with Joe Biden on any gun violence, on any gun laws. They're trying, the NRA stops them at every turn. No, it's because Joe Biden has dementia and he's fucking retarded and he doesn't know what he's doing. And if we had a president, and I'm not even against guns, it's tough. It's a lot of gray area, but one thing's for sure. It's sad to see, just callous, fucking racially motivated violent murder.
It's mental illness.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's a great point. If you just go back to my notes on the calendar. So here's a quote from one of his childhood friends. Apparently, the shooter, Ryan Palmer, this is a quote from his friend. Quote, he was very involved in internet humor, unquote. Former schoolmate Andres Sanchez said. Apparently, he watched a fringe radical podcast called Sean Show. What is that? That's not.
Yeah.
That doesn't make. That's us.
That's you. This is my show. It's your show.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I just instigate.
No. Yeah. So, no, I mean, here's what I'll say when it comes to guns and gun laws and how and the Second Amendment in general. Here's how I feel about it. You look at a guy like this. He was very involved in internet humor. You want to know what that means? He was on 4chan. He's on 4chan. He's on Reddit. He's playing League of Legends. He's jacking off to hentai. Here's something I think we could all get behind. I don't care if you're if you own guns and guns have been a part of your life forever, or if you hate guns and you grew up in the Silicon Valley and you're a pussy and you'd never shoot a gun and you're a little bitch like me. In both of these cases, everyone can agree on this. If you jack off to hentai, you don't get a gun. How about that? That's a good rule, right?
What's hentai?
Hentai is it's like Asian, it's like Japanese cartoon porn.
Okay.
Like tentacle porn.
Specifically tentacles.
No, hentai is like an umbrella, and then tentacle porn would be like underneath that.
Okay.
There's like, I shouldn't buy a gun. That's what I'm saying. No, but there's like there's Yuri. Yuri is Yuri Ecchi. I used to watch a lot of hentai. Yuri Ecchi. I think there's like the gay. I think Yuri is like the gay. Ecchi is like lesbian. There's tentacle porn, which I didn't fuck with. I was like very vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla hentai is like, it's fine.
It's just cartoons.
It's cartoons, yeah. But it does get really sick. And I think that anyone that's over 21 and you haven't graduated to normal pornography, you don't get a gun. If you're jacking off to hentai and you're a grown man, you do not get an AR-15. You do not get to have that privilege. And that actually has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with like, you can go on 4chan, you can literally be a Nazi. But if you jack off to hentai, that's what's causing. I think this guy's an incel, and he got involved in these. I don't know. No, it's probably deeper than that. Dude, there was this other. I know we gotta close it out, but last thing on the shooting, there was this other part of the story, which if you've heard of the story, you may have heard this interview. There was an interview with the shooter's dad's neighbor. And the shooter's dad's neighbor said that the shooter's dad was like a great guy, is like a great guy. And he would never do anything. But we all know where this shit comes from. It comes from your parents. I think this dad, but I don't know, not necessarily. Some guys, they get radicalized. Some young guys, they're on the internet all day.
That's crazy though, to think though, if your dad is more progressive than you.
That's fucking hilarious.
If we're swinging the other way, where it's like the millennials and Gen Z, or no, millennials are the most, liberal, and then going to Gen Z, just a fringe part of them is just getting way more conservative.
I bet, dude. I bet they are. You look at the followers of Andrew Tate. I mean, I'd like to.
Just did an interview with Alex Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, I'd like to channel that. Like, I want people that listen to this. Okay, I was gonna say some fucked up shit. To live a good life and love everyone.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, good. Well, what time is it? 5:05. All right, guys. I think that's been the show. I think we'll call it there. How long have we been doing? 90 minutes?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Okay, guys. Thanks for listening. I thought this one was flowed a lot better. What do you think, Josh?
It's getting better and better.
It's getting better and better every fucking week. Tell your friends about the show. Here's what I want you to do. Like I said before, there are no half measures with Sean's show. You got to do everything if you want to listen, or you're not a real fan and you don't have my respect. So give us 5 stars on Spotify, or just review us on Spotify. Review us on Apple. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like it. Leave a comment. Tell us what you would do at Burning Man if you were a celebrity. What would you do? Would you go to the art festival? Would you try to have an orgy? What would you do at Burning Man?
And if you think Burning Man is a good one.
And if you think if you want to set Bernie Sanders on fire, please stop listening. We don't need your hate. We're a podcast of love. And then subscribe to the Patreon. I'm trying to pump out more content. Please, it's $5 a month. Give me your fucking money. Just give it to me. I'm all in on this. You have to understand that I quit Wall Street to do this. I've literally thrown away millions of dollars to do this. So you guys know that I'm not going to betray you. I'm not, unlike a lot of other podcasters and a lot of other fucking artists that sell out and drown their podcasts in ads and fucking bullshit and ruin the show. I'm not going to fucking do that because I don't care about money. Ultimately, I don't, which is why you should give me yours. Sean Riley Comedy on Instagram. What about you, Josh? Where can people find you?
Check me out at comedyfrequency.com on YouTube and at Josh Kabasa. Check out my new album, Toys for Sale, out now.
It's doing well. It's got some views, I saw.
Yes, it has.
See, look at us doing this shit. All right. What do I gotta have? Enjoy your shift at Sonic. You fucking losers. I gotta think of a new joke to say at the end of the show. Guys, buy Palantir. I've got to do this too. Buy Palantir. It's gonna be great stock. I can make you rich. Have a good day. Wait, I just got a Patreon. Literally just now.
Really?
Yeah. Your boy Aerox. We've actually talked a lot. Amazing. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
God is not real. Suck my fucking dick. This was all me. And Josh. Bye.